With the real story of Rome, this is where we are able to move from a star in someone else's show to actually taking up the pen to wield it wisely to write the manner role that's going to keep us off the court role of a king and his court that are using the chess characters to keep us entrapped within a mental prism that Dr. and Mrs. Vandertramp use within High Rose Prism. These are many of my concepts that I have coined over the last near 3 years while chasing the Justinian deception. And the Justinian deception is the foundation of the legal fiction and the corruption that we've been living through with the certificate of VEX, identity, death, AI, PSYOP that I refer to as COVID-19. So we have all been under the vex of frustration, irritation, and overwhelm that was caused by the vex, the masks, the polarization of belief systems, our ideologies, and the ideas that founded the deity of creation. All of that structurally has been keeping us at different levels in our minds, because then we're placing ourselves in relation to others from a superiority perspective or inferiority perspective. And we get the imposter syndrome that says we don't belong and oh my God, I shouldn't. And who am I to do these things? Like Marianne Williamson's poem, Our Deepest Fear. Did you know that in 2022, when I wrote Fully Committed, The Sacred Sojourn of Now, which I've got a whole corner of books over back there, if anyone's interested, I got way too many, and it's been my albatross for like 3 years nearly now because I bought all these books and now I've got all these boxes of books that I haven't sold, but I paid for, and my self-esteem paid more than what I paid for the books. And yet they will be perfectly handy when needed once this second book that this course is based off of and around then actually leads into the third, which is what the special practice framework is based on, a workbook to support us in our self-care, the events that actually bring us together so that we can connect and find community with people that we have things in common with. And we also share a foundation of values of the heart. So then we understand the crosses we bear, not as the X's that mark the spot on the treasure mark, or the treasure map, but actually the heavenly and ecclesiastical realms of private and public matters that become debits when we move our debts into the public. And then the credits are the crees that are D, which is spoke. And the Cree is then the tribe, the gens, the Genesis. And when we see all of these pieces, we understand then why that is the first part of our manner role and how it does actually tie to Jews and non-Jews without this being misconstrued to be anti-Semitic, which it is not. But if you understood what Semitic is, just in terms of language families, then you would start to understand that the term anti-Semitic only being used in relation to Jews is confusing. But then you also have to recognize that court Jews were literally those who worked on behalf of the king and his courts and could do different things than the rest of the Jews. Yet, don't be confused by the conspiracy theories that have been created around that concept to ensure people didn't actually think that court Jews were real. That was deemed a fallacy, but actually it was legit. And if we don't question these things, then we're going to fall for shit that give us true BS in the definition of bullshit that leaves us with merit on our shoe or on our heel. And then we want to heal our hearts and our lives, but then we've got shit on our heel of our shoe Dude, I'm talking an HEEL versus an HEAL. And we didn't see the spell until we did, of what it means to be walking on our soles, the soles of our feet, compared to having a soul existing within the physical form that is also within an energetic container that orbits that too. We just can't see it, the difference between what is seen and unseen. So all of these pieces are significant. All of these pieces are pieces that if we don't know the bigger picture, that whole puzzle fits or is designed to be, then we're going to be holding our piece, trying to rub our edges of comfort zones up against others that we aren't actually meant to be rubbing shoulders with, rubbing edges with. For those comfort zones, because we weren't meant to mesh with them, then we actually got blew into a different time zone than we would have if we hadn't interacted with someone that we didn't really want to engage with ever again. And oh my God, and all the stories that we create if we've had a not pleasant experience. Or if we've had a great experience, then the stories that we create around that, and being aware of these stories. Because when we're aware of our stories and we're aware where we're telling our stories from, you won't have the experience like I did when I finally last year realized that I was leading all of my introductions with new people like I was the crazy girl. And trying to justify the fact that I'm not really actually, I'm just weird by the word definition of like WYRD for fate or destiny, and the Nordic tradition of like the three weavers of time, past, present, future under Yggdrasil, the world tree concept in Nordic tradition. Like pulling all of these ideas is like the supercomputer. Holy shit, like why do you do this? And it's just like, well, because I've recited it in my own psyche as I've been writing it and got 5 manuscripts I've not shared with anyone because I haven't known how to do it in a way that wasn't devaluing of myself and all of my efforts, nor unsafe to share the information with people that then will run with a segment of it and say it's the whole thing when it's just only a fraction of the whole thing. And so figuring out how to actually convey these ideas in a way that would be more beneficial than harmful has been part of my reason for holding back for as long as now what I have. And now I realize, share it privately, have accountability. So I know everybody that's on this call right now because I've invited each of you. And anybody that I don't know that wants to join this call, well, I want to know who you are. I want to know why you want to be on this call. I want to know where you're from, what you do, what you're good at, where you're wanting to grow. If I know these things, then I can look out for other people that I know can help you with these things, and then I can connect you guys. That's one of my skill sets. That's what I do naturally. That was why I was perfectly placed at the Druthers Festival, where Jordy and I had the meat retreat right in the center of the whole thing, and we were the food supply for the festival. I've not cooked so many burgers, footlongs, and yeah, those, and pulled pork sandwiches. I in my entire life as what I did in those 3 days. But like that experience being centrally located while I'm talking to people that I'm serving and then hearing some of their story, and it's, oh, I just happened to hear that Andrew, the osteopathist, would be able to help you who is complaining about all of these health implications from an accident. And then they do a treatment and carry it on. And it's just like, I made that possible because I listen to people and I want to actually connect people that have value to people that I perceive also have value. That's just what I love to do. And so I got to do that at that festival. And now I want to do that as the whole event for October 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. And what I'm asking is for us to all be able to come together and figure out what we want this to be for ourselves. Like, if we are literally the co-creators of our reality, then manifestation means we have to have it in our vortex with clarity in order to be able to create it. So my proposal for the event is to actually do the reverse of black magic. which is not white magic specifically, but it's magical all on its own. And that's basically we cast the scene. We decide what we want to see. And then we call the scene and we invite people to perform in it as themselves. And then we capture those moments of us actually doing these things together in person. And then we call it done because we've got evidence of us doing it. And so then how'd you do it? Well, you get to see it right here. And then no one can say that we didn't. And from a subconscious perspective, how powerful is that? If we decide what we want to see and then we film it ourselves and we give ourselves this opportunity to create in a way that we never felt powerful enough to do on our own, but now there's so many of us doing it, then, well, how could it not be okay? That's herd mentality, right? Well, why can we not use that to our advantage too? Why can we not repurpose so many of the things that have been used against us and then just turn them around, invert them like what the public does? Magic is so much simpler than what we've overcomplicated it to be. We cast the scenes, we see it because we seize the opportunity, and we film it. What we called. It's all right there. It's simple. How could it be difficult except for people are involved? We're complicated. We're complex beings, but we're beautiful. And we're even more beautiful when we feel supported and seen and loved and cared for in communities that we can connect with when we're not in a great space and we need that extra little lift and somebody actually notices that our silence speaks louder than our words do when we normally are loud and now we're quiet. Those who care notice these things and reach out, just check in. How are you doing? I notice a change. What's happening? When we have people like that in our corner, oh my God, I can only speak from my own experience and say how grateful I am to have people that I can call that will answer. You know, many of you that are on this call have been people that I've turned to when I was having my own low experience. Amazing to have had you here for as long as what we have. RG, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to each of you who is here, Rob, I forget what your last name is, but it's so good to have you here. Thank you.
Yeah, Laura, I have to dip. My apologies. I have another engagement that's starting now.
Yes.
But just for the reference, it says, because I'm Bob, that's why. It's a pretty default answer to any question.
That
Nice to
is so
meet
brilliant. Thank you so
you.
much, Rob.
Perhaps we'll connect at the end of October, Laura. But just respectfully, keep me in the loop for that event, and I'll see what I can do to approach.
Sweet. Oh, amazing. That would be awesome. Okay, thank you so much. And Christine also had to jump off there. But yeah, the quality of people who are here is truly an upper glass experience in the Kairos of the Kairos Chronos hourglass that I wrote about in chapter 4, which you haven't seen yet. But you're going to. And we don't have to keep tonight to the 2 hours just because we blocked that time. But certainly, I would love to hear feedback about what has been shared and the how this time on Wednesday works for you. It is the beginning of the month, so a great time to set your intentions for this month ahead, for the 10 weeks ahead, really thinking about your special practice in terms of how you want to use the time ahead of the month to your advantage. So this is an opportunity for us to create something that will benefit us all. And it's also to say that I am in this with you. I am working on creating my own manner role at the same time. I have researched a lot to be able to bring this information to you. And I am still working to create my own and use the information and gain clarity about things that I have learned that I know partial truths of, but maybe don't have the full picture of yet. But maybe somebody here does, or somebody who will come here. So this is a safe space that I'm working to create with this course, where we can come together and we can practice our skills and we can connect with other people who care the way that we do about the future. And so I really appreciate you guys. Thanks, Rob. Anybody want to say anything? It's such a shame we couldn't record it tonight, but it wasn't meant to be because it wasn't so. Now we're gonna go if nobody's gonna say anything. It's okay, you don't gotta, but I'm gonna play. Oh, do 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 do. Isn't that the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious song? You got it recording with the screen changes due to parking extensions. Parking extensions? Huh, that's funny. Oh, the setting changes for parking extensions. Oh, you're funny, because your office is mobile. You're awesome. That's great. Okay, cool. Anybody gonna say anything?
I just have to say you have an exceptional singing voice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Lydia, I appreciate that. Oh my God, I will not go on to this singing every response, but maybe is that like part of what could be really fun? Ah, Vince, you're still here. What would you like to say? Peter! Woohoo! Everybody's muted. What's going on?
I brought the moon.
You brought the moon today. Did you bring the cycle? The ring fell yesterday. The ring fell earlier, which is like the cycles. And did you know that the Q is said to pop the O for the cycle? It's like an exit wound.
Hadn't heard that, no.
The thing I want to share is my biggest challenge is finding clarity of what I want to create. Yes, because so many of us have created things that we didn't actually want when we thought that we did. And so there is a level of responsibility that we hold for ourselves to make sure that we're creating something worthy of our creating.
Whatever we create is worth creating.
Oh, yes. Wow. How phenomenal. I'm excited. Thank you all for showing up. Was it worth it?
Absolutely. I just caught the
Okay,
tail end of it, but I'm
good.
sure the rest of it was great.
Awesome. Joel says ready here. Wonderful. Well, I'm really grateful for each of you. Thank you for the understanding around the technological issues. Next Tuesday, October 7th, we'll meet again at 7 p.m. No, that's Tuesday the 7th is the Tuesday morning 7 a.m. calls I was going to host. I could host them at 9, but I think I'm just going to cancel those and just do only on Wednesdays for now.
Sounds good.
Maria Fatima has shown up also. Woohoo! Oh, and Peter wanted to join as well once he was able to.
Mm-hmm.
He said around probably 8:20. But yeah, I wanted tonight to be an opportunity to. What about Sundays? Sundays is a possibility as well. Sunday afternoon or evenings, we could alternate. I'd be open to that. Hey, that might be really cool, actually. Do it like on the 1st of October as a Wednesday today. and then the 5th of October as a Sunday, and then do the 15th of October, which is a Wednesday, then the 19th, and then the 29th. So it'd be like 4 days apart and then 10 days apart. But that might be quite nice. I like that idea. Anybody else get as excited about the idea as me? I like irregularities.
It doesn't show.
Oh, that's funny. You're
I'm
a joker.
flexible. I'm flexible. I can almost touch my toes.
Oh my God. I go to yoga to make sure that I can. That's brilliant. I love your personality. This is great. Okay, well then this is settled. I'm going to reschedule. So the next meeting will be on Sunday, the 5th of October
Okay.
in the evening. We can do it for 7 to 9 again. And oh, no, that night I have a potluck gathering. So it would have to be later. The potluck gathering is from 3 till 6. So 7 o'clock, I would be squeezing it. But I could do 8 till 10. Would that be too late for people who are here? Too late for you. Okay. 7 o'clock is the latest. Rob?
This Sunday doesn't work for me.
This Sunday
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
work
out somewhere. Yeah, I'm out somewhere this Sunday.
Okay. Well, maybe we can switch it so that it starts after this Sunday anyway, because we'll just keep it to next week being on the 8th, because it's going to be my birthday on Friday. And I'm going away for a retreat on this Friday. Lisa Torres is having a retreat. But basically she's only charging for accommodations and like food. So like it's up a couple hours away, I think, but I'm going to bring a friend. And if anybody else is interested in coming, it's Friday until Sunday. You can drop in one of the days or stay overnight. It's talking about trust law, finances, like things that I don't know about.
Yeah, trusts are important.
Yeah. Jordy says he's here. Interesting. Okay. Well, so we're going to have the next meeting on next Wednesday again. And then maybe we can swap it so that the 12th, that Sunday, we have the third meeting. And then we kind of switch it to the beginning of the week as a beginning time frame. I quite like that idea. And I'm going to work on getting the outline of the manor roll ready for next week so that you understand what's in it beyond what I had shared about the Genesis as the first part of it. So then you can just better start understanding all of the records that a responsible housekeeper keeps, and to recognize that the metaphor for the house is your life. Maria, it's awesome to have you here. I'm sorry I forgot to acknowledge you when you first jumped in. I was on another track, and then I didn't get back to saying welcome, and it's awesome to have you, or to have had you, I suppose. Oh, there you are. Okay, perfect. Hey.
I'm having bad reception. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's all good. I don't need to be
Beautiful.
acknowledged. I'm part of the team, part of the community.
Yes, absolutely you are. I'm grateful that you are. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. You didn't have an opportunity to hear much, and I didn't have a chance to record any of it, but Peter did. So Peter can send me the recording, and then I'll be able to make that available on the Peaceful Inner Warriors United YouTube channel,
Okay.
which I quite like not making everything available, because I think that there should be benefits to those that show.
I 100% agree. Yes, I 100% agree. It's an
Yeah.
effort, right? If you do the work,
Yeah,
it's an exchange of energy,
exactly. Yeah.
right? Yeah. So did it start at 7 or 8? Did it start at 7?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 8. Oh,
Oh, got it. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, you missed the hour when we went deeper and covered a lot of ground, but can anybody really actually remember the territory covered?
it's okay. I will listen to it whenever Peter tells me it's okay. Probably wasn't meant to be. I probably wasn't meant to be here today.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was a head case.
It
Would
was
anybody
amazing.
I'm really curious. Your laugh, Katya, really makes me question. Uh, I'm really curious your feedback for today. Your laugh just was absolutely spot on and perfect for saying more than your words ever needed to. So,
No, I'm actually very intrigued by your language, and it takes me some time to absorb, but I'm so like curious about the subjects you bring up, and I'm intrigued. So I'm here to learn. Yeah, and I'm just excited about how everybody's contributing and just being part. Really, for me, it's about being part of community. I've been lacking that, and this is like a refresher for me. So thank you for holding this, and thanks for everyone being here.
yay. Thank you, Katya. Such a privilege and pleasure to have you here. Really
Thank you.
grateful.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I second that also.
Yay.
I'm eating at the same time, so that's why I put my camera off.
No problem. I had to, oh, the last meeting on the 28th, I was so hungry, and somebody had made hummus soup. It was just like, I just needed to eat, and I was hosting the call, and it's like, God dang it. Ah, I am not putting this off for 2 hours. I'm eating anyway. So I had to turn my camera off for times as well. And I fully recommend doing what you got to do. Rob, you're unmuted.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for putting this on. It's interesting as always. Lots of good concepts and stuff that resonates, and stuff that I sort of bring out in my artwork as well, from my own I don't know, transmissions or downloads or whatever concepts that definitely resonate a lot. And yeah, let me know about that event that's coming up at the end of the month. I'll see. I'm not sure what my schedule is yet, but sounds good.
Yay! Well, it would be amazing. The 24th to the 27th. Block it off if you can. It's going to be epic. Absolutely epic. Do you know what I was saying on the 28th? And I kind of got a little stuck in the pattern of the words and just realizing for the first time about the meat market that the stock market has made us be in a way, and then the dating market as well. And then how literally on this meat market, we're arranging to meet, and then we're meat market exchanged on the meat market because we're meeting. And these are the meats that we're actually on the exchanging of our meetings. And it's just like, that was like a what? And I got stuck in that little pattern of all of these ways that we meet or our meet. And it just seemed to run away with me a little bit. But at the same time, it was so profound, because if we actually start to see how we have been commodified, then we start to see how our meetings are so sacred, which is why creating the cultural framework to support these sacred exchanges in a way that is transparent, and also we're able to hold that sacred container, which is why we need the real events and also the supporting online events. You know, they work in tandem. Like, we have been making it all about the mushroom trip or the DMT trip or, you know, whatever, ayahuasca, you know, ayahuasca. Like if she's calling you, but like culturally, that's what it's all about. Like, go for your breakthrough, storm the gates of heaven, go, charge. And then, like, holy fuck, whatever you missed, go backwards through. Or at least that was my experience. It was like, I don't recommend it. Like, go for it honest. If you can help it, like, yeah, I smoke weed. That's been my vice. That's been my, like, my Achilles heel. But, like, I don't really fuck with the other shit too much. Like, I'm not so into it because of what happened. Like, that was traumatizing. I'm not so interested in like having my world blown open and me like ride the magic of the moment all the way into like, yeah, an alternative to prison, you know? Like, but had I not, there's no way that I would have approached COVID-19 the way that I did right from the very beginning, because of how my life had already been destroyed because of things that I had called out before I fully understood what I was calling out. Like things you don't call out. I did. And I'm still alive, so far as I can tell. Just kidding. I'm alive. I actually let the office of Pope and Pontiff Maximus know. I'm awaiting his reply, which seems very pompous and ridiculous to be awaiting the reply of the Pope. But at the same time, damn it, I claimed myself to be alive and not dead and lost at sea as per the Sestica v. Trust Act of 1666. And the Pontiff Maximus is the one who wears the papal tiara. The papal tiara is the three-office crown that represents both the secular, religious, and spiritual offices, which are all reflective of interlocking trust corpus. And that's bodies of consciousness or curriculum that we are captivated by. Oh, Peter, you better be recording this. It's good stuff.
It's being recorded, and it is good stuff. Absolutely.
Yay. Good. Good. Well, the giggle was perfect. I appreciate that and you. And my battery's at 4%. So I wonder if there's anything that anybody is really keen to ensure that either we acknowledge this evening or we can consider bringing forward into subsequent meetings.
Just being ourselves and let go. I mean, life is short. Time is going by so much quicker than, I mean, I just can't believe it. Yesterday was spring, basically.
Fall?
Yeah, I'm going through fall twice because I was up north and all the leaves had turned already. So they're still green here, so it's going to start happening again. It's beautiful.
Nice. Oh, beautiful. Well, I really do hope, Peter, you'll give Lisa's workshop some consideration. It's only like $100 for the weekend, basically.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. And then you'll get to connect with some switched on people. It's also about the finances. I'd like to have some more opportunity for us to be able to connect when we're both independently doing our own thing, but also in the same space, independently doing our things. So it's a good opportunity to connect together over like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or you could even just come up like Saturday and go back on Sunday. But I highly recommend connecting with Lisa. She is another German New Medicine woman, and she's got multiple modalities under her belt. Really, really good connection for you.
Okay. And where is that again?
I heard it's like up by Marmore, but I don't actually know where that is. It's like east of Peterborough, so it's a ways.
Okay.
But I'm making the trip. It's gonna be worth it. Boom.
Well, where are you at right now?
Ajax.
Ajax, okay.
Yeah, I moved here last November. Officially in April, when the farm was sold. My grandparents' farm got sold in April, so I officially moved here entirely by then. Otherwise, I was in transit.
That's a fun place to be too.
Yeah, I'm glad to not be
For
in
a
it.
short period.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the honesty. I appreciate that. Okay, ladies, gentlemen, what is gonna happen next? I just wanna know. We might be coming back to next week. If no one unmutes, we're gonna say next week will be the day. Next Wednesday, 7 to 9. We'll do it again this time. And I'm really grateful for each of you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for contributing in all the ways that you did, whether you spoke or didn't. Your energy was felt. Your presence is appreciated. You're prioritizing this over everything else that you could have. Appreciate you. So looking forward to what we co-create together. Really looking forward to hearing more of what your offerings are, what you're interested in, and how we can really highlight one another in order to create the greatest conglomerate of artists creating lives that we love living that has ever been in existence. So I think we can do it.
Absolutely.
Yay! So yeah, let's do it. We'll see you guys next week.
Let's do it. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everyone else.
All right, have a
Thank
good one.
you.
Thanks so much.
Have a great night.
You too.
Thanks
Blessings
so
to
much.
all.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Yay! Thanks. Ciao.
Good night.
Bye-bye.